Look at the man next to you. Statistically, he has fewer friends, less sex, and a lower sense of purpose than his father did at his age. We are living through the relationship recession. While everyone is worried about AI taking their jobs, they're missing the real threat. AI is taking your humanity. We've traded eye contact for algorithms and leadership for likes. A screen is a barrier, not a bridge. If you can't hold eye contact and lead a conversation in the physical world, you aren't just shy, you are socially paralyzed. But here's the good news. In a world of digital ghosts, the man who masters the analog skills becomes a god among men. Today, we're talking about the 3 Power Reskills you need to dominate the post-AI world. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to show you why your niceness is actually the very thing keeping you broke and alone. So why are men lonelier than ever? Because we've outsourced our social courage to an interface. We reach out via DMs because we're too terrified to step up in person. In a post-AI world, content is cheap. Anyone can generate a witty response with a prompt, but you can't prompt presence. To survive the relationship recession, you need to reskill for the real-world interactions. It starts with leadership in conversation. Most men wait for a gap in the conversation to speak. A leader creates the direction of the talk. To do this, you need to master the 3-second rule. If you see someone you should talk to, you have 3 seconds to move before your brain invents a logical reason to stay paralyzed. Next, the master of the eye contact hold. In any interaction from the barista to the boardroom, be the last one to look away. Not in a creepy way, but in a way that says, I'm here and I am grounded. If you can't lead a 5-minute interaction with a stranger, you will never lead a team, and you will never lead a family. But social skills only get you in the door. Once you're in the room, you have to know how to get what you want, and most of you are failing because you're playing by the wrong set of rules. There's one skill that acts as a multiplier for everything else you do, and I call it the +1 skill. It's negotiation. Every interaction is a negotiation, whether you're asking for a raise, setting boundaries in a relationship, or deciding where to eat dinner. You are negotiating. You aren't getting what you deserve in life. You're getting what you negotiate. If you're too nice to ask, then you're too weak to win. Most men suffer from the nice guy trap. They think being agreeable makes them likable. In reality, it makes them invisible. High-value people don't want yes men. They want men who know their value and aren't afraid to defend it. Stop giving away your yes if you agree to everything. Your yes is worth 0. Learn the no framework. Learn to say no without an apology. I can't do that, but here is what I can do. And remember, silence is a weapon. In a negotiation, the first person to speak usually loses. State your price or your boundary, then wait. Now, you might be thinking, I'll just be a cold, hard negotiator. But if you do that without the 3rd skill, you'll just be a high-functioning sociopath. To truly lead, you need a different kind of intelligence, one that most men are taught to ignore. We've been lied to. We were told that emotions are for the weak, and that Stoicism means feeling nothing. But that's a lie. Real Stoicism isn't the absence of emotion, it's the governance of it. We need to rebrand feelings as intel. Suppressing your emotions isn't stoic, it's a lack of control. A true king knows exactly what's happening in his kingdom so he can govern it. If you feel anger, that's data. It tells you a boundary that has been crossed. If you feel anxiety, that's data. It tells you that you aren't prepared for the task at hand. And if you ignore the data, the kingdom falls into chaos. Practice internal governance. When you feel a ping of emotion, don't react. Identify it. Say to yourself, I am feeling resentment. Analyze the source. Why is the kingdom upset? Did I fail to negotiate? Did I fail to lead? Then you deploy the solution. Use that emotion as fuel for action rather than a reason for a tantrum. When you master emotional intel, you become unfazed. You aren't being controlled by your internal state. You are the one sitting on the throne. The relationship recession is real, but it's an opportunity. While the rest of the world gets softer, more distracted, and more isolated, you have the blueprints to do the opposite. Master your presence, master your value, and master your kingdom. The post-AI world doesn't need more algorithms. It needs more men. And I want to hear from you. Which of these 3 skills is your weakest link right now? Is it the social paralysis, the fear of negotiation, or the lack of emotional intel? drop a comment below letting me know what it was. And if you're ready to stop being nice and start being respected, watch this video on success, because this is truly the first step in making any big move in your life. Thank you for watching.